This is obviously another child.
Gaza was and is the place that millions of Palestinians call home. Since October, most have had their homes ripped out from underneath them. Far too many have lost their lives, and those still alive are not safe.
الصوت كان مرعب، كان حاجة متلاحقة، الضرب متلاحق، ما في نفس حتى بالنهار مش بس بالليل. يعني كنت أنا أبعت ابني أبو 16 سنة إنه يجيب لهم خبز أو أكل أو أي شيء يلاقيه مكان في السوق. كنت أبعته وأنا عارف إنه يمكن يرجع أو ممكن ما يرجع لأنه القصف كان شديد.
And the hardest part was like in the middle of the night trying to stay calm and everyone panicking. Like my grandpa was with us. Like he was so panicked he'd scream. And my uncle's wife had one baby and the baby would start crying in the middle of the night. And she started panicking. Trying to calm them down was really hard.
كانت ظروف كتير صعبة بنعاني منها الكبار والأطفال. الأطفال دايما خايفين عليهم بالأكتر. يعني بأول ما صار الحرب، من أول الحرب أول يوم قطعوا الكهرباء والمية عنا.
لما نشتري يعني أي شيء المي نقف عليها طوابير من الصبح، يعني لازم بعد العصر بساعة هيك خلاص تكون خلص التانك، إحنا نرجع بدون مي خلاص.
Most of the time the phone lines they cut down even the internet, so I am completely unaware of what's happening to them. Even when I'm luckily speak with them on the phone, you don't know if we're gonna finish the phone calls and they might die after that.
تم استهداف بيت جنبنا يعني وكان خالي. استشهدت بنتي، في كانت إصابات خطيرة اللي هي بنتي الكبيرة هذه بعيونها، كسر في الحجرة اللي حاوية العين. ابني كان في هنا في الكبد نزيف، في الدماغ نزيف. طبعا ابني قاعد في العناية المركزة عمره 16 سنة ونص. طبعا مجرد بس أيام فقط وطلعوه بدون لسه ما يكون يعني تم شفاءه أو إنه تحسنت حالته أو شيء زي كده، لأنه ما في وسع، ما في بنج في المستشفيات، ما في أدوية، ما في مسكنات. كان يعاني، يتصل فيه كتير يصرخ من الألم، ما في مسكن ياخده. وطلعوه بعد فترة قصيرة لدرجة إنه بعدها لقينا قزاز في راسه سحبوا لحاله، يعني من شدة إنه ما في مجال إنه فعلا يتفقد الإنسان صحيا في المستشفيات.
This doesn't come close to covering all that these families have went through. It is our responsibility to extend a helping hand wherever we can. And one way we've been doing that is by offering support to Canadian citizens, permanent residents, and their families evacuating Gaza. Islamic Relief Canada, along with the National Zakat Foundation, National Council of Canadian Muslims, and other organizations, have come together to help Canadian citizens stuck in Gaza return to safety and begin their life here in Canada. So what exactly does that mean? Step 1, getting them out. Most evacuees have little to no resources after escaping horrific circumstances. In the first phase of our support, your generosity is funding flights of evacuees who have escaped war. Through your help, we are able to pay for flights to Canada, ensuring they reach safety as quickly as possible. The journey to get to this point was no easy feat.
يعني هم يحكوا لنا اتصلوا علينا روح المعبر مسكر، جانب المعبر بيحكوا لنا مسكر، في لازم جرح يفوتهم، ما في حدا يفوتهم، ارجعوا. طبعا احنا 4-5 مرات رحنا على المعبر ونرجع، بهيك كمان كان يصير في قصف بجانب المعبر، وكان أماكن يعني خطرة برضو، يعني كنا نروح بخطر ونروح بخطر.
The worst thing that maybe I faced personally was leaving Gaza and staying in Egypt for that period of time because there was no status, there was no income, we were living there illegally. Thankfully, we got the flights from the Islamic Relief.
To date, Islamic Relief Canada has welcomed more than 190 families to Canada, including 412 individuals who arrived through the Toronto airport and 714 individuals across the country.
following up with Firoz and the other volunteers made us feel comfortable. They just kept us with everything. They kept us with the transportation, they kept us with the following up with where they are and what should we do next. And even like it was a little gesture that they did. He was called Alan. He kept telling us about like this is the prayer rooms in the airports, so yeah, you can go pray. And he actually like went to the map and shot a screen for us where this prayer rooms is. It was like, I never anticipated that Canadian airports will have prayer rooms though.
Once the families arrive, we initiate step 2, resettlement support. Many of the evacuees have not lived in Canada for years. Gaza, especially for the children, is the only home they have ever known. They arrive in an unfamiliar place, often knowing no one, dreaming of returning to a free Palestine. Islamic Relief Canada provided hotel stays for over 30 families who had nowhere to go upon arrival. These hotel stays ranged from 2 weeks to 2 months until a more permanent living arrangement was made. We were also part of a coalition that supported resettlement for evacuees. This assisted families through different resources such as food gift cards, rent deposits, medical bills and prescriptions, therapy sessions, clothing, furniture, and any other urgent needs the family may have had.
So being here still feels like a miracle. I can't believe it happened. Yeah, I really can't believe it happened.
We get a lot of messages from people, how do we help, what do we do? So we decided to start a meal train for the families, and we just share it within the community, and we've gotten overwhelming response from the community. People have signed up right away, they get filled up pretty quick, and they'll bring fresh either home-cooked meals or they'll order something and they get them delivered to that family, both lunch and dinner.
Like we experience all kind of food, like I can't even choose a favorite. And like there are some meals that come with cards from the maker, like the person who made them. I love their thought.
Of course, this is only the beginning of these families' journey here in Canada, and this is why long-term support is so important. Our partners are providing essential services for legal support, medical support, and ongoing mental health support. We will continue to work to ensure that the families have their needs met. During this stage, the goal will also be to help the families work towards self-sufficiency and independence.
Finally, everything is done. We got everything what we need, alhamdulillah. And now the kids back to school, you know what I mean? That's the only thing, like very main thing, you know? And now I'm looking for work to settle, to start my life again. Yeah.
What kept me going actually was the hope that everything will end, just like many wars ended before.
Palestine is my soul, my heart, and you can't live without your heart.
The resilience we've witnessed from meeting with these families and hearing their stories is truly inspiring, yet heartbreaking. Through your support, these families can begin to rebuild their futures and recover from their trauma. The need in Gaza is without a doubt still immense, and so we thank you for your ongoing generosity thus far. These families wouldn't be here without you.